Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast for today. And as we head into the weekend, we do have some changes in store for us. Let's go ahead and take a look outside right now where we have got beautiful blue skies. Here's a live look out over Holyoke. We've got not too many clouds out across the plains. A few more clouds in the mix the higher you go in elevation. This is a live look at Winter Park. Mostly cloudy skies. And again, this storm, we've been talking about this storm for days now. It is moving in. It is coming in from the southwest. It's a Pacific storm, so it does have a lot of moisture, so a lot of precipitation. It's just that it's just simply too warm at the lower elevations across Colorado for that precipitation to turn into snow. We thought we'd get a little bit more cold air sinking down from the north. It looked like it last week. Models have since changed. Looks like this is meandering a little bit more to the north, and so we're going to get some colder temperatures, but not nearly as cold as we would have needed for accumulating snow here in the metro area. So taking a look at the storm again, this is for tomorrow through Friday. We are talking significant snow, especially in the southern mountains, 4 to 8 inches in the basically the eastern San Juan, Sangre de Cristos as well. Here in the metro area, a decent amount of rain. We could get up to 2/10, quarter of an inch of rain when all is said and done. And waking up Friday, not necessarily to accumulating snow here in the metro area. Above about 6,000 feet, we could see some light snow. Northern El Paso County could get some light snow out of the storm, but you're going to head south of the metro area. Palma Divide south, Monument Hill. Folks up there could be waking up to a little bit of light snow on the ground Friday morning, but for the metro area, it looks at this point like it'll just be some wet roads. Again, could see some snowflakes mixed in, no question, but accumulating snow will be basically confined to the higher elevations, again, elevations above about 6,000, 6,500 feet. Otherwise, we're looking at some wet roads with this storm moving through again starting today already. We're seeing it sneak in across the southwest corner of the state. For the Denver metro area today, mostly sunny and mild, 64 degrees. That's our forecast high. Winds will be light. Highs across the plains in the 60s. Important to point out our typical high for this time of the year on this date, 52 degrees, so we are going to be well above that, 40s and 50s. Here's a look at our weather pattern. So the ridge of high pressure bringing us the sunshine yesterday and today is going to be shifting off to the east. We have that low moving in again, bringing us that moisture across the southwest corner of the state. And tomorrow we're going to see it start to spread over most of the state in the form of snow up in the mountains and in the form of rain across the plains. There is another system moving in, as you can see there behind that, and that is something that we're tracking for the potential for, once again, snow next week around Thanksgiving. But let's talk about this storm that will be impacting us, or at least the mountains, and obviously bringing some rain showers across the plains as we head over the next 48 hours. Here's a look at Futurecast. As we put this into motion here, you can see again as we head into tomorrow morning. This is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're seeing white rain across the western slope, the south, snow, wintry mix up in the high country. It is along I-70 as well, so if you're driving tomorrow along I-70 in the mountains, expect winter-like driving conditions. But it is dry tomorrow morning along the I-25 corridor and across the plains. Tomorrow evening, though, that's where we start to see that moisture moving over the plains. So we're seeing some heavy soaking rains in areas across the plains tomorrow. And again, as you can see, that pink and purples moving over the Palma Divide south along I-25. Could get a little bit of snowfall there as well. But for the metro area, mainly staying in the green. Again, wouldn't be surprised if a few snowflakes were mixed in, especially as you head west of the I-25 corridor. But doesn't look like we'll get anything sticking or any type of accumulation. So as we zoom in to the metro area, we're looking just at the metro area and surrounding Denver metro and surrounding areas right now. You can see nothing happening today. Just a few clouds moving in, waking up to some clouds tomorrow with some snowfall up in the mountains. And then you can see by tomorrow evening really is when we'll likely start to see the snow, or the, I'm sorry, not the snow, well, snow falling in the foothills. And again, may see some snowflakes northern El Paso County, but it is all about the rain here in the metro area. Again, could see a tiny bit of a flash. I'm going to take this back if we can do this. I think we have enough time. I'm always kind of pressed for time. I want to take this back. And you can see, you know, just how close the snow line is there. So Boulder area could see again a little bit of that slushy snow down Golden as well. So again, west you can see a little bit more of that kind of slushy snow should again melt when it hits the pavement. But in the metro area, it is looking at least at this point like it will be just in the form of rains. And again, some heavy rain out to the east of the metro area, out across the eastern plains, where we could get a half an inch of rain, possibly even more as this system rolls through. So the best odds for snow, that area you can see shaded there in purple. So again, Castle Rock south toward Colorado Springs could see a little bit of light snow on those grassy areas, and of course the foothills and the mountains. So rainfall totals, they are diminishing here in the Denver metro area. Earlier this morning, this model showed about 0.4 of an inch. We're down to about 14/100ths of an inch here in the metro area. Of course, as you see, heading east, still impressive amounts falling on Lyman and in Burlington as well. So I-70 east, I-76 as well. It is going to be a rainy drive throughout the day tomorrow. As for the snow in the mountains, we are looking at anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches. I think would be a safe bet for the central and the northern mountains. Again, south. The southern mountains, the San Cristos and the San Juans, that's where we could see 4 to 8 inches of snow when all is said and done with this storm. So we do have a winter weather advisory. That area you see there shaded in light blue for those areas across southern Colorado where we could see that kind of snowfall. This goes into effect 11 o'clock tonight and lasts till 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So the cold air tracker, again, I'm going to kind of walk through this. So today, of course, there is no cold air. It's beautiful. We've got temperatures in the 60s. We're going to start to see some of that cold air filter in from the west as we head through the day tomorrow. It's going to drop those temperatures, but not significantly. So you can see the significantly colder air, that Arctic air mass staying well to the north, not dropping down as much as I initially thought it would. And then we see that cold air kind of move off and dissipate as we head into the weekend. And we're going to see lots of sunshine as we head into the weekend as well. So taking a look at our 7-day forecast, there you can see it, 64. That's our forecast high for today. So temperatures climbing into the low to mid 60s for today. And then as we get closer to the weekend, again, we have some changes in our forecast. So Thursday, temperatures getting closer to normal, at least high temperatures. Our normal high for this time of the year is 52, so we're going to top out right around 53 tomorrow. We've got the snow moving in, waking up to snow in the mountains. Tomorrow, it is going to be, again, winter-like driving conditions, I-70 through the mountains tomorrow, 1 to 3 inches, so nothing too significant, but again, we'll definitely see snow falling in the mountains above about 6,000, 6,500 feet. Here in the lower elevations along the I-25 corridor, the Denver metro area, Thursday night, that's when we start to see that rain moving and continuing overnight into Friday morning. Early Friday morning when those temperatures drop, again, that's when we could see temperatures drop to about 35 degrees here in the metro area. Some of those raindrops transition to snowflakes, but not expecting accumulation here in the metro area or surrounding areas. Again, head west toward the foothills, could see a little bit of a wintry mix. And again, south, Palmer Divide south along I-25, Monument Hill, that's where we could see some light snow sticking on the grassy areas. Friday, again, waking up to just some wet roadways. We will have clearing in the afternoon. Temperatures certainly cooler than normal, even 45 degrees. That's our forecast high. We've got the clearing. We've got a little high pressure building in for the weekend, and that is going to bring us sunshine, highs in the upper 50s. On Monday, breezy as another system approaches, still though quite warm, 57 degrees. On Tuesday, we're going to see those temperatures really start to get cooler. 46, that's our forecast high for Tuesday. Our overnight lows are going to drop down into the 20s, so well below freezing. We are tracking the potential for another storm moving in, and the timing of that could bring us some snow again here in the metro area, either Wednesday or Thursday. So we're going to keep tracking that for your Thanksgiving holiday if you have any travel plans around then. But if you're heading out this weekend, if you're driving anywhere, the weather is looking fantastic to hit the roadways. Of course, we will keep tracking the storm moving in for tomorrow, as well as the storm we're looking at that could potentially bring us some snow for next week as well. So stay tuned to 9 News and the 9 News family of networks. Of course, we will always keep you updated with your latest forecast here on 9 News Plus. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.